Hello, dear friends. Life can suddenly plunge you into an unexpected tempest. When it happens, you either sink or you discover how to survive beneath the waves. I'm Ethan Gray. This is the tale of betrayal that tore apart my world and the journey to reclaim it. I once believed love could conquer all. Loyalty, hard work, and sacrifice forged an unbreakable fortress against deceit. I was mistaken. 5 days ago, I stood at the kitchen counter, gripping Mia's iPad, my heart racing as I checked her screen time. What I discovered was a group chat. A tense group chat unfolds among my wife Natalie, her sister Jade, and their mother Catherine. Messages unfold like a story. They were plotting in the shadows. They laughed at me, their voices sharp and cutting. "He's harmless," Natalie typed, her fingers trembling. "He's destined for nothing." Jade's laughter erupted, a cascade of emojis following her joy. Catherine whispered, "Empty his savings before he stirs." I was a pawn in their game, my everything. Their presence looms, a mix of warmth and tension, binding us in unspoken complexities. They laughed at my choice to forego promotions just to be with Mia, mocking my faith, mocking me for never doubting the home renovations that were really just self-care weekends, spa trips and more. It wasn't the money that shattered me. The cruelty cut deep. They effortlessly turned my love into a vulnerability. As Natalie slept next to me, I lay awake, fists tight, heart ablaze, staring at the ceiling. I vowed no revenge, to shield my daughter from becoming a pawn in their cruel games. 2 days later, Mia's question pierced through me. "Dad, why does Mommy's friend come over when you're at work?" I demanded to know her meaning. "The tall man," she whispered, her voice trembling. "He has a ring just like yours." He enters with coffee and they retreat to the bedroom, laughter echoing between them. And then she whispered his name. Logan. Logan. My dearest companion. The man who brought Natalie into my life. We had shared our lives. I had given him my unwavering trust. He was slipping into my house, heart racing, shadows closing in, beaming, embracing my wife tightly, adorned with a wedding ring, yet betraying his own blood. That night I remained silent. I held it together. I just saw the footage. Everything was captured in secret. Logan stepped inside, the door creaking softly behind him, kissing her as if I were a ghost. What about her? Her laughter pierced through me, a reminder of love that never was. The following day, I forwarded the clips to my lawyer. "Your case is unbreakable," she declared. "Ethan, are you truly ready for this?" I locked eyes with her and declared, "I'm not here to settle scores." And that was just the start. Days blurred into one another. Natalie kissed me goodbye each morning, her lips brushing mine as if the world hadn't shifted beneath us. Yet I had changed completely. I captured the moment. Proof. The truth etched into my being, a scar that time cannot erase. Yet here we are. I remain silent. Silence becomes a lethal weapon in the hands of a betrayed man. I saw her mask the truth. I saw her typing in the pantry, murmuring in the hallway, always cloaked in that insincere warmth. I no longer saw my wife. Instead, a stranger wore her face. That moment shattered the remnants of who I once was. At work, my heart sank as my debit card was declined. Twice. A heartbeat, a breath, a moment suspended in time. I reached out to the bank. "Sir, your funds are gone." My hands shook uncontrollably. My voice held a steady calm. "By whom?" I pressed, my heart racing. "Natalie Gray made the transfer," they whispered. I raced home that night. My heart raced, dread twisting in my stomach. There she stood, Natalie, in the driveway, with Logan by her side. Boxes were being ripped from their place, urgency in every movement, pages that pulse with life. Every piece tells a story. Even Mia's toys hold secrets. Her gaze locked onto mine, a smile breaking through the tension. "You've failed, Ethan," she whispered, her voice cutting deep. "I'm leaving with the kids. The cash. All that matters." Logan loomed beside her, a smirk etched on his face, smiling wide. "You lost," he whispered, the weight of the words hanging heavy in the air. I felt the urge to scream, to battle. Yet a spark ignited within me. I recoiled. My fingers trembled as I reached for my phone. Then, press record. Logan's smirk vanished. What's happening? Capturing, I replied. To the courtroom. He surged forward. I snatched a bat from the moving truck and swung hard, directly into the headlight of my old pickup. Shards flew. Is that what you wanted? He snapped. Never. I spoke, the camera rolling. I need you to push forward. Each word carries weight, every danger. Destruction unfolds, captured in raw moments. Natalie's face went pale. You're out of your mind, she spat. No, I whispered, the weight of the word heavy in the air. No more silence. They raced away in Logan's car, dust swirling in their wake. Night, I found myself in a rundown motel by the freeway. The ghosts of cigarettes, the shattered souls not concealed, was readying myself. Video to my lawyer. Stillness of that motel room, I swore an oath. They wanted war? Then I'd deliver the unexpected. A man stripped bare, with nothing to lose, and a daughter who ignites his fight. 3 days slipped away, colder, sharper, more cutting than before. Natalie never called. She never inquired about Mia, yet it didn't catch me off guard. She only reaches out when desperate, or when victory seems certain. This was just the beginning. Nowhere near. I faced Miss Langford, my attorney, in her shadowy office, where the air was thick with the smell of aged leather, inviting realities. I spread it all out. Bank statements, screenshots, video proof of Logan wrecking my truck, and the clip of Natalie grinning while she shattered our lives. Langford's gaze remained unyielding. There's a case, she whispered, perhaps the most powerful I've witnessed in ages. I crave more than a mere courtroom win, I confessed to her. I need Mia to be safe. I want them to see that they failed to break me. Langford's head dipped in silent agreement. Let's approach this with strategy. Calculated, mastered. Keep it together, Ethan. Perfection achieved. The truth stands alone. I said yes, yet deep down, I understood. Mere facts could never suffice. That night, I replayed the security footage. Logan entering my space, his hands on my things. Laughter with Natalie as if they were meant to be. Rage had vanished from my heart. I sensed clarity. The following morning, I passed by Mia's school. She stood outside, heart racing, gripping her tiny backpack as the minutes stretched on. My everything. You are my lifeline. I couldn't say goodbye. I was frozen, unable to move closer, but I whispered from the driver's seat, Daddy's coming for you, kiddo. I swear. At home, an envelope lay waiting beneath the door. Inside lay a note scrawled by Natalie. You can keep your pathetic little house. Logan and I are beginning anew. Mia deserves better than your heavy, defeated vibe. Without a lawyer, no meeting, just silence. A void. Unspoken words linger in the air. Not a word more. Only more arrogance. I sat at the kitchen table, memories of making pancakes with Mia every Sunday flooding back. The silence weighed heavily, yet it revealed everything. I grabbed my laptop and started piecing it all together. Each snapshot tells a story. Each message lingers. Each exchange. Each deception. I planned to shatter their illusion, one court date at a time. On a Thursday morning, Natalie's dream began to fall apart. I filed for full custody of Mia, armed with evidence, witness statements, and a sworn declaration from my neighbor who witnessed Logan staying over while Mia was still there. Miss Langford executed every detail with razor-sharp accuracy. She was a force of nature. She was a scalpel, slicing through Natalie's deceptions with chilling precision and ruthless elegance. I tightened my grip on my finances. All of Natalie's untouched accounts lay frozen, safeguarded. Logan's stunning ride, purchased with the stolen dreams of Mia's future. We tracked it down, marked it, and piled it onto the ever-growing mountain of fraud charges. And then I made a tiny choice. Silence speaks volumes. I stepped into the school board's realm. I submitted proof that Natalie was late for 5 pickups, leaving staff to wait with Mia alone on 2 occasions. I spoke the truth. I remained silent. I watched the truth seep out, dark and consuming, staining the blank canvas of my mind. They heard every word. That week, I reached out to Logan's wife, Alicia. Revenge was never my desire. I craved the raw, unfiltered truth. Her tears fell as I revealed the truth. She had her doubts, but hearing it all spelled out hit hard. It broke her completely. Yet it also gifted me a companion. Alicia shared the screenshots with me. Words that linger, echoing in silence. Money's hidden paths. Secrets Natalie never thought anyone else would hold. Then the week delivered its crushing blow. Friday afternoon, Natalie rushed to pick Mia up from school. She was turned away. The principal confronted her at the gate, holding a court order. Temporary custody suspension, investigation underway. Natalie's face drained of color. I observed from afar. Her eyes darted across the street. She felt my gaze upon her. She felt the weight of uncertainty, bracing for the next unseen strike. That night I took Mia's hand. She dashed into my embrace as if the universe hadn't crumbled, as if she were oblivious to the torment her parents had just endured. In that instant, cradling her, I realized the battle raged on. Yet I had claimed victory in the first battle. 3 days after the custody order was enforced, Natalie appeared at my apartment. She held back tears. Her silence screamed. She lingered in the hallway, makeup pristine, posture rigid, as if clinging to the narrative. A lawyer stood behind her, young, eager, and radiating discomfort. I cracked the door, revealing Mia at the kitchen table, lost in her coloring, headphones on, oblivious to the world. Secure. "I want to talk," Natalie said, her voice smooth yet sharp, cutting through the silence. "Let your lawyer speak to mine," I said, my voice unwavering. "You've lost the right to demand access. I will always be her mother." "No," I replied, my voice steady. "You were her mother. You chose deceit instead of protecting her." She recoiled. The lawyer interrupted, proposing a negotiation. Shared custody, a schedule, a media silence. I laughed, a fleeting spark in the silence. Not a sound. It was a fleeting moment, a shared glance that spoke volumes about the ridiculousness of it all. "You betrayed your own child," I said. "You allowed Logan to slip into her world, a whisper in the night." "You didn't," Natalie started, but I interrupted her. "You deceived me. You betrayed Mia. You deceived everyone who believed in you." Her expression shattered, if only for a heartbeat. Her lips quivered. I was indifferent. I pressed the letter into her hands. Alicia, Logan's ex-wife, sent this, not me. A woman who had never crossed her mind. "You shattered more than just one home," I said. "We're starting over." She left the letter untouched. She ripped it apart, flinging the pieces to the ground before me. "This won't last," she spat, her voice laced with urgency. "You'll feel the flames, too." "I've already burned," I whispered, retreating into the shadows of the doorway. "You sparked the flame. I merely endured." And then I shut the door behind me.